Good morning, El Dorado. Mr. Riesel here, back with another episode of Riesel Reads, my YouTube show where I talk about some of the new books we have in our El Dorado library for you to check out. Today, I'm talking about the book The Year I Flew Away by Marie Arnold. And Marie Arnold is a Haitian-born author, and that provides a lot of great perspective for her main character, Gabrielle, in the story. Gabrielle grew up in Haiti, in a small village, pretty poor, but happy with her life. All things considered, though, her parents wanted her and really the rest of their family to have a better life than they could have in Haiti. So to begin, the family sends Gabrielle to the United States to live with her aunt and uncle who live in New York City. And as you can imagine, it's a pretty big adjustment getting used to a new culture, a new place, new friends, new school. And Gabrielle has a pretty hard time feeling like she belongs in New York City. Fortunately, or maybe unfortunately for her, she meets a witch who happens to offer her the ability to make her life a little better, or so she thinks, in New York City. And little do we know, and little does Gabrielle know, that by taking the witch up on her offer, she might be sacrificing some of the biggest things of her own identity. This is a really cool book. It's kind of a mix of realistic fiction and fantasy. Realistic in the sense that we're seeing Gabrielle go through some very real issues that children might go through during a big international move like that. But also fantasy, obviously, with the element of a witch who's offering to wish or to grant some wishes to Gabrielle to help her. And as you might think, with a witch, things are not always as they seem. So we encounter kind of this dilemma of what does it mean to have an identity? What does it mean to feel like you fit in? And is it worth giving up things that define you? A really interesting storyline. I think this is a great option for students in like 3rd or 4th grade and up. I think our middle schoolers would enjoy it as well. I loved it. I thought it was a really interesting book that brings in cool cultural elements and some very real situations that students deal with. This is The Year I Flew Away. We have a couple of copies of it here in our library. It's a great book to read with a friend. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon.